Everyone, and welcome back to your Canvas page. Now that you have imported hopefully you can't hear my puppy squeaking his toy, sorry if that bothers you. Now that you have imported my template, you can start editing it and make it your own. So the easiest way to do that is just to click the edit button right up here, and when you do, it's going to open a completely different page. And you're going to see a lot of the editing tools that you're used to right up here, and your centering and all of those sorts of things. Down here is where there are some unique things, and over here to the side. So we'll talk about those one at a time. First of all, the most of the wording and language and stuff that I have imported is completely editable for you, but not this header. This header is a picture actually that I made using the Canva program. I'm just going to give you a real quick look at that. I talk about it some more in one of the other pages, but if you've never used Canva before, it's a totally free editing program and it's amazing. And so if you just click on canva.com, you can come in here, and then I think the easiest thing to do is to come over to their school column, and I think that's where I found it. Maybe not. You can also type in Google Classroom. So and pull up this Google Classroom header tutorial. So even though we're using Canvas, obviously, having a header at the top of your page is going to look the same no matter what you do. So if you want to start with a blank header right here, you can do that, or you can use one of their pages and just edit it for you. And Canva is super intuitive and really, really easy to use. So I use this one, and I just clicked it, and as soon as it comes up, you can edit all of the writing. And so if you come over to the side, you have text options, you have photos that you can put in, or you can Google search for some and upload your own. There are stickers you can use. You can do fun backgrounds. Now, some things do cost money, but not everything. So if you see this little free sign, then you're welcome to use it. So maybe we want to use this background. So I just simply click it, and look at that. I already have a new picture. Maybe I don't really want to use these, so I'll just delete those. And I probably want my words to be bigger, so just a simple drag. Maybe I don't like that font, so I can just change it right up here. There are all kinds of really fun fonts in here that you can use too. So I'll use this one. And then you can make any other changes that you want to make. When you're finished, you just push the download button. That's it. It's done. It downloads to your computer for free. So everybody can use Canva and make really cool headers and buttons and other fun things to put on your Canvas course. Okay, so let's head back to Canvas now and figure out how to get that into our course. So let's pretend that you are done with my header. You don't like it, so just highlight and delete. And then we're looking at these tools at the bottom now. And so we're going to come over here to the one that's a picture that just says Embed Image. So we'll click on that. And now if you had an image with a URL, like maybe you had uploaded it to Shutterfly or something, you could pull it here. But most of the time we're going to click on Canvas, come over to My Files, and then you're going to choose Upload a File. And this is going to give you the option to upload something that you have downloaded onto your desktop. And so this is actually where I downloaded mine. Let's see, that last one we just made is called, I think, Welcome. So we'll do a little look for it. Sometimes you can screenshot it and use it, or sometimes you can put it right on. So I'm going to go ahead and put back on the one that I already made. So I'm just going to click it and open it. If you downloaded it, you could search for that one as well. You open it and it shows up here on Canvas, and then you scroll down and click Update. And when you do, you're going to see that your picture populates right there in the top of your Canvas page. Now I recommend that you center it. One funny thing about Canvas is that Canvas loves to make your pictures and things go all wonky and not straight lines like you like them to be. So I always recommend that you use a table in Canvas. You'll see I have an invisible table in here to keep everything nice and organized. So I highly recommend that you do that. If you need to add or delete from your table, just come right on up here and you can insert rows, delete rows, those sorts of things. So all your table properties right here. And then after you make a table, come into table properties and make the border 0. That's going to make it invisible. So it keeps your stuff organized, but nobody sees it. Okay? And then all of these words are just editable, so you can use those. Then you come down here to the buttons that I have already put in, and I've actually linked these buttons for you too. So, but in case you wanted to add another picture and link it or something else, I want to show you how to do that. So you would click on whatever it is that you want to link. And don't worry, there are completely separate slides that teach you how to do buttons and adding more things to Canvas. Right now we're just kind of worrying about those most basic things. Now in Canvas it's really easy to link. So you notice when I highlight here, I could come over here and it says link to any other content in the course. So I'm going to bring down pages and maybe you want to link to another page. I have Monday linked to the Monday page. And so all I would need to do is click on the Monday page and you can see it blinks. And I heard a fun YouTube lady say, if it blinks, you have a link. So that's a good way to remember it. If you want to make a new page, you can just click link to a new page. Later, you'll learn about modules, and that's a really great way for you to organize your students' learning. So if you have modules, you might want to link to that, and if so, you would just click link to the module right here, and you are ready to go. So that's a super easy way for you to link things within Canvas. Let's go to a couple of the other editing things that you might want to use. So this is where you're going to insert and edit media. So you can embed, if you have an embed code from YouTube, although there's a YouTube reader that we'll get to in just a second. So these are where you might put media if you have an embed code. Here's where you can link to URLs. So as usual, you would just highlight and then link and then add in whatever link you would want that to be. So that's something that we're used to doing all the time. Here's your remove link. We just talked about embedding an image. I just showed you how to do that. There's a math equation, so that's super helpful for your math classes. And you can use all different kinds of math tools and relationships and arrows and all kinds of things so you can make really neat looking math equations. This is external tools. We'll come back to that in a minute. This is record and upload media. One of the great things about Canvas is that you can record a video right in it, and your students can record video responses right back to you if you set up a discussion or an assignment. That we'll get to that a little bit later, but just know that you click this record and upload media button and it will pull your camera up. You can record a video right there and it will put it right into your screen. Here's your font sizes and your paragraphs and those things. Then here's where you can use external tools if that's helpful for you. So if you have a Quizlet, you can use that. Educreation, same thing. Some of these other ones that you might really like, you can put YouTube right in. Learning.com, you can add in, and so those can embed right into your Canvas page, which is super helpful as you're working on putting all your students' information all in one place. Okay, so I think that's all you need for most basic editing. Feel free to play around with that, make the page your own, and then move on to making it a little bit more pretty and having some fun. All right, great job making it through step 2.